Hello, hi, yes, I'm awake. I've been awake for a total of like 10 minutes. Oh my god. I was going to record this yesterday, but unfortunately, there was laundry going on in my house the whole time, so I figured you didn't want, 10, 15 minutes of, hi guys, droning in the background. So here I am. I'm recording this. I'm putting this up on the day that it's supposed to come out. Welcome to the winter holiday version of the Halloween Kirblog special about holiday specials that I already did, except it's about other ones. Yes, okay. I wasn't going to do this one until this time next week also, but I couldn't think of a good idea, and also I decided I want to talk about something else for next week's Kirblog. So, that notwithstanding, anyway. Christmas specials and holiday specials in general. I would say that this is going to be like the winter holiday version of the Halloween one, because I'm going to talk a lot about Nickelodeon specials, because those are most of the ones that I remember. No, but seriously, there are quite a few good ones, and there's quite a few good Christmas-centric movies that I grew up with, or I just have fond memories of them, and they're not actually as good as I wish that they were. But regardless, I think Rugrats wins for like most amount of holiday specials in general, because my god, I feel like they had like 5 or something, and there were like several for Christmas, and then there was a Hanukkah one and a Kwanzaa one, which was like, I think the pilot for the Susie Carmichael spinoff that never happened. But yeah, I remember. Actually, you know what? It's funny. On that same note, I always kind of liked that Rugrats was the show that had like a holiday special for every single holiday, including the ones that weren't like as marketable or whatever. I mean, Hanukkah is like nowhere near as marketable as Christmas, but they still did a Hanukkah special, and I remember really liking it and like having a bigger appreciation for it, because my family and I have some close family friends that we consider to be like our cousins. They're not actually related to us, but they were Jewish, so when we come to visit, they'd be celebrating Hanukkah or Passover, and it was oddly enough because, well, I guess a combination of just spending time with them in general, coupled with the Rugrats special side scene, that gave me like a little bit of a bigger appreciation for those holidays, or at least like a little more understanding at the very least. And then the Rugrats Christmas specials were ones that I swear to God I used to like know by heart as a kid, because I would see them so often. Some other good Nickelodeon ones in particular. One that I only saw a couple times, but it really stuck with me, was the original Nickelodeon Doug Christmas special, because I remember distinctly it making me fucking cry. Because it was the one that was about like Pork Chop, like the dog, saving BB, Doug's rich bratty friend, from falling into like the frozen lake or whatever, and he bit her leg, and so like, and then he got sued for it or whatever, because like, oh, he injured her and he was attacking her or whatever. And like at one point when like Pork Chop's arrested and in jail, and Doug is having one of his like his famous day nightmares about like the worst possible situation and everything, he imagines like, oh, and this Christmas Pork Chop's gonna be dead, and he shows a shot of him looking over Pork Chop's grave, and I'm just like, I'm like 8 maybe right now, and this is making me cry. Nickelodeon, what the fuck is wrong with you? But it was effective, and it made me remember it, even though I only ever saw this special like a couple times at best. Oh, yeah, so there was that, and then some other more uplifting ones. Of course, I'm going to be biased again, and the Pete and Pete holiday special is one that I genuinely think was very cool. I think it was very unique and heartwarming, and I liked the Garbage Man character in particular. Wasn't quite as awesome as the Pete and Pete Halloween special, so I won't go on and on about this one, but it's a really cute story. Again, if you haven't seen it before, go look up Pete and Pete. I think it's Oh Christmas Pete is what it's called. It's a very cool idea that I've never seen done before. I don't think in any other Christmas special. So it definitely a unique and slightly more realistic spin on the, oh no, evil guy who wants to destroy Christmas and ruin it, and the little boy who saves the day or whatever. It's a very subversive take on that whole stereotypical thing. Speaking of little kids saving Christmas stereotypically, I just watched Doug Walker's review of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, which I'd seen many times before, and I more have fond memories of Mike Lucas telling me how much he hates that Christmas special. And it's pretty wretched, so I certainly can't blame him. I think the one thing I took away from it was around the time that I was beginning to stockpile information in my head about who voice actors were. I was like, oh, that's Cam Clark, and oh, that's this person from Ocean Group, and oh, the main kid is the kid who voices Len from Mega Man Anti-Warrior, because nobody else gives a fuck about that. And then I was sad because I never heard that kid in anything else again. But otherwise, yeah, that special was fucking terrible. Please don't ever go looking for it, not even for the lulz. It's not very good. Just go watch Doug's review of it. That's kind of what people tell me about The Room, even though I have by this point seen The Room. But yeah, anyway, whatever. Some other ones. Power Rangers. Oh God. Specifically, I believe it was called I'll Be Dreaming of a White Ranger, I think. Is the one where they go to the South Pole and they gotta stop Goldar and all of Lord Zet's henchmen from taking over Santa's workshop and shit. Which I particularly I like that one because it was a nice make up for the stupid goddamn Alpha's Magical Christmas thing that we got for I think it was a directed-to-video thing, and I just rented it not knowing what it was, and I was like, hey, this is the dumbest thing in the world, fuck you. So that was the thing. And then the later actual Christmas special, like an episode of the show, that made up for it, and that was nice. Also, it's funny, because as I'm saying Alpha's Magical Christmas, I'm reminded of the fact that I actually once created a TTA TV Tome Adventures Christmas special. It was one of the goofiest things I've ever made in my life. I don't much recommend that you go looking for that because it was probably the worst episode of TTA I ever made, the predecessor to Tome. And on that same note, no, I don't see myself making a holiday special for the current Tome episode. As I'm recording this, I'm planning on having Tome episode 13 come out on Saturday the 20th. It is in no way holiday related, so I apologize for if that's getting anybody's hopes up. I'm sure you could probably go find. In fact, I'll even probably link it here. My Christmas specials, my personal ones, are the Tome Christmas Greeting with Kerbifer, Nylock, and Raccoon, and the, of course, ever so classic Mario and Luigi Do the Christmas, which was recorded by Devin Mack, and I just tossed that in there because why not? So, some other ones that deserve honorable mention. For me, let's see. I did not really grow up that much with the Rankin Bass holiday specials. I know that those are really special to people, but I did see enough of them to be able to appreciate when SpongeBob did the one that was in tribute to them, the stop motion SpongeBob Christmas special from I think 2 years ago now, maybe it was a few, but. I really liked that. I majorly appreciate how much work and effort and time goes into stop motion, so when I see, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, ones, and also, what is it, the Santa Claus ones with, the young Kris Kringle, character, I appreciate, of course, how can you not love, I'm Mr. Snow Miser. So, of course, I know enough about those. Except I was more of a Here Comes Peter Cottontail fan in terms of the Rankin Bass stop-motion specials. Of course, I also saw all the video game show-based Christmas specials. The Mario one and Super Mario World, Dinosaur Christmas, and the nonsensical Sonic Christmas Blast that I have seen, and I don't understand how that was a thing to this day. I guess they're just like, let's make it Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog episode again, even though we haven't had one in ages, and Sally's in it, and it's like, this makes no sense at all. What God's name? Oh my God. Yeah, there's that, and Donkey Kong Country Festival of Lights, or whatever the hell that was. Oh, okay, I just remembered. There's one Christmas special, and I think I might even try to find it this year, especially if y'all can like leave a comment and tell me what it was. I remember years ago seeing a commercial on Cartoon Network for a Christmas special that looked really cool. It was really well animated, and it was kind of like realistic looking in style. I think Jim Cummings was the voice of Santa in it. I think it was like the real story of Santa Claus or something like that. But it was like I saw like a bit of it on TV, like very briefly. But yeah, it was like a fantasy style thing where like these spirits were talking about making Saint Nicholas an immortal so that he could be Santa Claus and like do this thing or whatever and like serve his duty, and it was really interesting. But I only ever saw that one like clip when I was like, it just happened to be on Cartoon Network briefly, and I would see commercials for it on Cartoon Network, but I'd never catch it, and I kind of want to see because it looks I don't know if it's as great as I'm thinking it might be. But if anybody out there has seen it or knows what the fuck I'm talking about, let me know, because I'm actually kind of interested in that. Let's see, there are also some movies. There's not much to say about these, I guess, but I mean, obviously I saw Jingle All the Way and the Santa Claus and a lot of those. I've seen the Santa Claus 2 by some miracle of God. Didn't think it was terrible, but I've not seen the Jack Frost third and final one. I'm sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. I've still never seen Adam Sandler's Eight Crazy Nights. Mike Rocco, a friend of mine from when we were in college, he used to quote it all the time, but I've still never seen it. The animation looks beautiful, but after also seeing Doug's review of that, I'm not entirely inclined to want to go watch it. So there's that. Let's see. Hold on here. I have one more kind of funny story. So this is a Christmas story. I have seen the Pokemon holiday special, the holiday hijinks, which we got weirdly later, and I always thought was kind of funny because of how out of order it was. We're like, and now I have Charmander again, even though by the time that this episode is aired, he's already evolved into Charizard. Whoops, whatever. So I've seen that, but also I remember one Christmas morning. This was like the year that Pokemon first like hit it really big, and they were airing the first season episodes of Pokemon in syndication on weekday mornings at like 7 o'clock in the morning on WB. And I woke up and it was a weekday, and so they were playing episodes like normal and like usual. I got up and my sister Allie woke me up. I was like, Chris, it's Christmas, wake up, oh my god. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I woke up and I just turned my TV on because by that point it was just routine for me to be watching Pokemon in the morning, even if it was fucking Christmas. And the episode that aired was the showdown in Dark City, which was the one with the two warring unofficial Pokemon gyms that wanted to become an official one. And I'll never forget seeing Scyther for the first time, screaming like a psychopath, like cutting up these buildings, going, Scyther! I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. He is my favorite Pokemon forever, and he always will be, and anyone who questions me will die. And then my sister again was like, Chris, it's Christmas, come down, we gotta get the presents. I'm like, I'm watching greatness. And I didn't come down until I finished that episode because I was a very disturbed child. So that episode was special in terms of how it left a lasting impact on me on Christmas fucking day. I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to answer it on the Kirblog. Merry Christmas! I'm recording something right now, but it's a holiday special, so Merry Christmas. What do you want from me, and who are you? They hung up. What a piece of shit. They didn't have any Christmas spirit. If you have any fond holiday memories of Christmas specials, Hanukkah specials, the couple Kwanzaa specials I've ever seen that exist, please tell me in the comments below. I'm really tired. I'm so sorry that this was a disaster, but I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. Tell me what your favorite holiday special was in the comments below, and tell me your fond memories of it. What a strange video. Oh my god. Yeah, so do that thing for me. I believe in you. Merry all holidays. Have a lovely December. Look forward to Tome episode 13 this weekend. I hope to fucking God, seriously, this time I'll have it out. I know I will be. It will. I will be. It will. Believe me when I say. Okay, I'm gonna go enjoy. I'm going to go upload this episode right now. Here I go. Bye. Enjoy.